Hey all, and welcome back to Sonic Mania Plus. Ooh, got a bit of a golden styling to Studiopolis right here, and the music is as funky fresh as ever. Any big changes to this one, Flame, or is it to the level we all know and love?
Most of the level designs, as in layouts and that, are fairly similar, if not the same. The biggest difference is the colour scheme for basically all of them, really. I will say this is one where I think I do prefer the original colour scheme, just a little bit. Although it does still look quite fancy here with like the gold trim on the walls and whatnot.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I think the purple, overtone suited Studiopolis more.
It's sort of like they knocked it out of the park to start with, haven't they? So when you got to try and change it up a bit, it's like, what do you do?
Yeah, I think that is always something that you run the risk of when you remake something and decide, oh, I'm going to change the colours. Prime example being the Kingdom Hearts Final Mixes, because honestly, some of those Heartless recolours are absolutely garish and hideous, and I don't know what they were thinking.
Yeah, that's a perfect comparison, actually, because I love the Unversed in their, blue tones. I think it perfectly complements the primary black colours of the Heartless and the primary white colours of the Nobodies. But when you change them to purple and whatnot, it doesn't really seem as nice to look at, really.
Yeah, I mean, I'm mostly thinking of things like Guard Armour, who goes from still slightly garish, but sort of purpley pink and blacks to this sort of neon-esque nightmare, and you're just like, I'm sorry, what were you thinking? Why did you assume that was a good coloration palette?
Well, maybe Nomura was just off at the time, and the person who normally colours the enemies was also off at the time, and I'm trying to say a giant just snuck in and recoloured everything, and nobody noticed before it went gold, really.
Yeah, you just open it in Photoshop, Control U, jobs are good.
Man.
That's how you make fan characters, so that's how you do the job.
Hey, you left a thing in here.
Yes, this is Special Stage 7.
Oh.
The hardest one overall.
I can see why.
Yeah, this is just a start here. I think, on the whole, this took me about 25 attempts to get down.
Jeez.
It's kind of a pain in the arse, and there's one particular section on the tail end where there's just a part where you have to jump over a pit, but one of them's just that little bit further than it looks, and the perspective kept fucking with me.
Yeah, I can imagine that would be pretty hellish.
This route we're coming down here. Look at that jump in the middle there.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that fucked me over so many goddamn times.
I mean, your tails, you could just fly over all of this if you really wanted to.
If only it had fucking let ya.
See, it's not enough to just build up your speed and keep your rings high. You've got to catch the UFO as well, and that thing don't slow down for nobody.
Yeah, so you got to cut corners whenever you can. You got to try and get that boost forward whenever you can. Long story short, it's easier said than done.
Oh, hey.
Oh, yeah, no, that is just not a pleasant jump, because you're going far too quickly for it to be comfortable.
I think these, for the most part, are doable on Mach 2, but you kind of need Mach 3 to not have to perfect every corner cut, so that's what I was kind of doing. The first lap of any special stage is just, let's get myself up to Mach 3.
Oh, yeah,
Hey.
good job.
There we go. So now we have Supersonic, and we also have super forms for all the other characters, and I'll be trying to balance them out so we get to see a bit of everyone in their super forms.
Nice.
Although, don't get too excited because Sonic's the only one who has a radically different colour.
Actually, no, you're completely right. Super or Hyper Knuckles is just a very lighter shade of pink. It's kind of hard to discern if Tails has changed at all beyond the flickies, and I can't even remember what Super Ray and Super Mighty look like.
They're basically the same, just a bit shinier, but Tails doesn't even have the flickies in this game when he goes super, so it is just Tails is shinier.
Izuka, why?
It does feel like something they might have had some restrictions on not being allowed to redesign the characters and that. I don't know whether that is the case, but it feels like one of the sort of things that maybe if they were gonna redesign them, they would want it done in-house rather than letting the outsourced development team do it.
Wouldn't surprise me.
That sort of thinking is, well, it's kind of toxic, really.
Well, it's just like... It just feels a bit underwhelming, given for Sonic when he transformed. Like, you know, Super Sonic is iconic in his own right. He, like, as a separate entity from Sonic. And I would like to have forms like that for Mighty and for Ray, and that would help bring them into the Sonic canon a bit more too.
Oh yeah.
Nah, we just get, they're like a little bit shinier, they glow a bit, cool I guess.
I think what would probably help in the long run is just allowing, the rest of the lead cast to have actual super forms. Obviously Knuckles has got one, Sonic's got one, Shadow's got one. Technically, Blazer's got one, and I suppose Silver's got one as well. But I'm like giving Tails something proper, giving Amy something proper, giving Mighty, Ray something proper. Hey, give Cream a super form, why the hell not?
No, don't.
She's overpowered as is, mate. Do you want us to take over the fucking planet?
I want to see like a gold form of cheese now.
Exactly. Like, it would just be so ridiculous. I mean, also, think about like... I'm trying to think of a alliteration for big.
Just stop there. Like, the mental image I got from that is good enough.
But yeah, like a super form for big. That'd just be so ridiculous, but so amazing.
I was going to say Blazing Big, but that's already a thing for Blaze herself, so...
Exactly.
Now this is going to bother me for the rest of the part now if I don't come up with a super form name for Big. I'll tell you, I'll meet you halfway by saying I was talking on Twitter the other day about how I would really like a Sonic Heroes 2. And I saw a post about like potential teams for such a game, and there was one with Chaos Zero, Gamma, and Big, and that's essentially, you know, team adventure. So
yeah, I have to say those were pretty cool ideas. I mean, apart from maybe slightly team female, because that seems to be the only connection between all three of the characters, but there we go.
Okay.
I'm assuming you're talking about Amy, Rouge, and Cream at this point.
Yeah, like...
I was going to say, like, did we get gold forms of Big the Cat and shit now that I missed somehow?
No, yeah, it's just... It's the three of the sort of more popular, or, well, not necessarily popular, but three of the more recognised female characters. Like, it would make more sense if it was Cream, Amy, and Blaze.
Yeah, sorry, I'm just a little bit, what's the word, underwhelmed here.
Yeah, no, that's a choice.
Look, he's yellow again. He's yellower, right? Like, cool.
It's not even that it looks like... He doesn't look like he's changed colour. They've just put a little sparkle that follows him afterwards. That's basically all that's happened here.
Oh my god, Super Ray is Super Saiyan 2. You can't tell if he's transformed unless there's like a sparkle / lightning bolt there.
Exactly.
Ray's gameplay, given we've got him now, you're not going to see much of it in this level because of how compacted in it is, but he is basically like the cape there you see from Mario World. A little bit of that, maybe a little bit of Bubsy. That's about like Ray's thing. I will say that for this level, like I say, it's not the best use of him, but there are some levels where I've seen people do really cool shit with Ray, where you can completely fly around all the obstacles and pull off some great runs with him.
I think the next level is a prime example of that, actually.
The one that comes to mind is Stardust Speedway.
Ah, okay.
That is like the level where you're gonna use Ray in the speedrun.
Good boy, Tails. Just keep attacking. Thank you.
Yeah, I didn't even need to rely on the super form for that. Just let Tails do his thing.
Ballin'! Oh, look. The 7th month, the 22nd day of the 16th year. Such was the cataclysmic event that was the reveal live stream for, I think, Sonic Mania?
Yeah, that was the Mania and Forces one. That was a shit show, and that's also why I wish they would just use the fucking, like, direct format now, like literally everyone else does now.
Yeah, also, my memory is not a fan of this recolor.
It's okay, I don't mind it.
It's very rusty.
Yeah, that seems to be what they're going for. I kind of like the look of it.
Well, okay, fuck me, I guess. I'm the odd one out here.
Yeah, you're the one with shit taste, just saying. But I didn't show it off here because I've got all the rings at this point. But if you go up at the start there is a new platform they've added that has one of the special stage rings on. So that's an easy one to get if you miss them to start with. That's an easy one to just go and redo with a complete save file if you need to.
It's like areas like this that I've seen people do crazy things with Rayon.
I can imagine so, yeah. I just sort of don't have the skill for that. Just throwing that out there.
What's that prompt in the top right, mate?
That is something new that had been patched in later down the line. That is... Now you can choose whether you go super by pressing the Y button, rather than how it originally was where you would just automatically go into it when you do a double jump or whatever.
Ah, that's cool.
I am glad they added that, because that was always a bit of a problem in 3K, where, you know, you don't necessarily want to go super, but you might need to use one of the shields or something, or, you know, like, it was too easy to go into it accidentally. Like, Sonic 2 was really bad with that, because that was just a single jump.
I was going to bring up Sonic 2, but you kind of beat me to the punch there.
Yeah, but Sonic 2 benefits from being a better game than 3K, so I can look over a slight discrepancy there.
Craziness, insanity, super ray levels of delusion.
Maybe he's not actually super, he's just dreaming big. This is caffeine, right?
Oh, jeez. Yay, Knuckles. Oh, and he comes out in his super form. Interesting.
Yeah, the super is maintained when you rotate the characters. It's kind of like all of them have the super ability going at once. It's just only kicks in when they're in the lead slot.
I suppose that's fair enough.
Now, I'm going to be that guy and say they kind of retconned Super Tails. He does not need the Super Emeralds anymore to transform.
Yes, the Super Emeralds are essentially dead.
Yeah, thanks, Azuka. Thanks.
That one I'll sort of side with that, because I think having like fucking 14 special stages is a bit excessive.
And also I would say there being the sort of double total of emeralds is just a bit like, really? Is that where you're going? It's like saying, so we've got all of these friends, we're now going to add exactly double the amount of friends for no apparent reason. Other than we just want to make you play more.
It sort of made sense in 3K, to be fair. It was meant to be this double-sized adventure, the double album of Sonic,
yeah.
And I can kind of get that, but there is really no reason to bring it back. And I feel like it was weird that Tails needed the Super Emeralds in the first place, given that Sonic and Knuckles could go super, at least, with just the Chaos Emeralds. It wasn't, unless they wanted to go hyper, they'd need them.
I just rationalised that as he's younger, he needs more help. I don't know. Something about Sonic and Knuckles that I'll probably bring up when we actually get to Lava Reef and whatnot. When you notice it, you'll never be able to unnotice it. You can get a water shield, I believe, a bubble shield, but there's no water in any of those levels.
Yes, I do remember seeing that, which, it's beautiful. It's one of them weird design decisions that doesn't quite add up. I can't see it on the same level as that one checkpoint in Gen's 3DS Mushroom Hill.
Oh god, yeah.
No, that's a really deadly loopy-loop, you know, you might die on that.
Generations, there's something we could potentially redo.
Yeah, we've talked about that a fair bit, but, like, given that some new coverage would be fine after all this time.
And I mean, hey, it's an anniversary year for Sonic, so...
It depends whether we get an actual anniversary game or not.
Can you guys please say something? I'm dying. Daddy needs his Sonic update.
Please, just a crumb of Sonic.
Oh, Jesus Christ. That breakdown into Act 2 will never not get me hype, I gotta say.
It's cool as fuck, yeah. Like, they have tweaked a few of the level transitions from one to another. Some of them are better than others, and I think that kind of speaks for itself.
Oh, that's the thing. One thing that Mania Plus does have is more transition cutscenes and just cutscenes in general, I believe.
Yeah, I believe that's not necessarily DLC, that's just a patch that got added.
Okay.
The same thing with like the redesigned Stardust Speedway boss. Like, it's just a thing that's just been added.
I mean, I suppose it makes sense to have some elements like that, because sometimes, you just want to fix things or make things better than they were and don't want to make people, pay extra for it.
No one else want to comment on Ray's really cute little monkey bar mechanic?
Well, I was going to, but you were talking. Yeah, that's just one of the animators flexing. It's like, I'm just going to put this in before I clock out at 5. Yeah, look at this shit.
Well, it's a bit of character for Ray, isn't
I'm
it?
not saying it's bad. In fact, it's fucking rad. I'm just saying the person was obviously flexing their animation keen at the time.
Yeah, and they might as well. If you got the skill, do it.
I encourage them to do so. Revel in your talents, for I have none.
No, it's fine. We've got a lot of talent in playing video games for the internet.
I'm not even playing this game. Ah, well. Such is life. So, Flying Battery. While we're here, we might as well talk about the level itself. Richie, you're a filthy no 2D playing pleb, so I'm just going to talk to Flame about this. How do you feel about Flying Battery's use in Mania? No?
I like it a lot. I know we brought up the... is it Sky High Zone, I want to say? Little flashbacks they do from Sonic 1 8-bit, which is really cool. I do like the fact that they kind of expanded it from its layout in 3K. We get a lot more of this sort of outside platforming stuff as well as inside the ship, which is really cool. I like Flying Battery a lot. It's also one of the more iconic songs from 3K as well, which we're not hearing here because I didn't think to put on the thing that turns off the super theme.
Ah, is that an update as well?
I think it might be. I don't recall it being a thing, but it's one of the codes you can put in and it just turns off the super theme. You can do it if you get sick of the super theme, but this isn't Sonic 3 Vanilla, so I don't mind the Supersonic theme. That is one of the biggest things that I think people miss out on, just how terrible the Supersonic theme in Sonic 3 Vanilla actually is. There's a reason it got changed in 3K.
Alright, new features from the Sonic Fandom Wiki. Let's see, Mighty and Ray are playable. They have moves exclusive to them. Mighty's down drop is actually called the Hammer Drop, and Ray has Air Glide. In Mania mode, they will play the same acts and bosses as Sonic and Tails. You got optimized difficulty for boss fights. The unused Sweep Bandit from the original version of Sonic Mania has been added as an enemy in Angel Island. Kudos to you if you caught that. A brand new bonus stage set inside a pinball table has been added. Yep, we've seen that. A results screen is now displayed at the end of Mania and Encore mode, listing the players' play times for each act and their total completion time, including bonus and special stages.
Yes, that screen at the end that snitches on me when I do retakes, that one.
Oh, also, changes from the original version. The word plus transitions under the logo, while Eggman can be seen in the background. Flying with a chained Schrodinger's capsule, it says here, containing Mighty and Ray. The Drowning theme, replaced with a remix version of the Drowning theme from Sonic CD. Mighty and Ray appear alongside Tails and Knuckles in competition mode on the main menu. If the player chooses to play as Mighty or Ray in Mania mode, Sonic will be the one to fly the tornado for them.
Fair enough.
There you go.
Mind you, isn't it technically Sonic's plane, or was that just something they retconned in Adventure? Oh wait, no, because it was Tails crashed his own plane and then Sonic offered his plane, didn't he? So at least we know that, yeah, in canon, Sonic also flies a plane sometimes.
That's true. Also, to this day, I still don't see Omelette. Sorry, just don't see it.
I did when I saw the static sprite, but when it's bouncing around like this, no, you're not going to see anything. This is another boss that Mighty makes kind of a joke.
Well, he is the most based member of the Chaotix crew, so I'm not surprised he is simply based in boss fights.
So based that he became an alcoholic after they never brought him back, yeah.
That's Launch from Dragon Ball. Mighty kept sober, okay? He found Christ.
No, I've seen the Sonic shorts.
I don't think I've ever watched those, at least not like all the way through.
They're very much a product of their time, but as someone who loves that kind of humour, they're great.
Yeah, shout out to our boy Donny.
Yep, he was reporting for them for quite a while.
Indeed he was, and we're reporting now that Part 2 is over, but Part 3 is coming very soon, so we'll see you then. Bye!